Right, here we are this morning, and I'm going to be making some chili jam from a recipe by Nigella Lawson. What I've got here are the jars I'm going to put it in. I've got 75 grams of chili peppers, some of which I bought from the shop, some of which I grew myself. I've got 75 grams of a red capsicum pepper. I've got half a kilo of jam sugar, preserving sugar, and I have 300 millimeters of cider vinegar. So the first thing I'm going to do is to put these jars into the oven for about 10 minutes at 110 Celsius. And the next thing I'm going to do is to chop up the chilies and the pepper. I'm going to chop these up quite finely in the end. Okay, I've now got these chopped lightly. What I'm going to do actually is to stick them into my food processor because I really want to get them quite finely chopped. So let's get all those in there. There we go. And put the lid on. We'll make sure that these are in a nice fine chop so that they'll be the right size for floating around the chili jam. There we go, that's perfect. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is to start cooking them. Okay, the preserving sugar is now fully dissolved, and I'm now just going to add the chili peppers to it, to the preserving sugar and cider vinegar syrup, we call it that. Okay, all in there. I'm just going to give it a very light stir because you're not supposed to stir it very much. Apparently it stops the pectin forming properly. Right, so that's now going to be there. I'm going to turn it up to a rolling boil, get it going, and when it's been boiling for 10 minutes we'll come back and we'll see what's happened. Okay, this by the way is what we're hoping to end up with. This is an old mustard jar into which I put last year's crop, and this is the last bit of what I made last year which we're still using. So a batch of this will last us about a year, eating it with cheese, eating it with salads, using it on sandwiches. It is absolutely amazing stuff. Okay, as you can see, it's now starting to look a bit firmer. It's been sitting for 40 minutes or so. I'm going to go and give it a brief stir. So I'm going to get a spoon out, just a little stir to mix it round a bit. Be careful we don't stir it too much, according to the recipe. And then I'm going to start filling the jars. I don't know how many jars I'm actually going to need. This one's going to be too big now, but it's okay because we can just use this one first. And there we are. Now all you've got to do now is to cover those up and wait until the jam has cooled totally, at which point it will become a lot firmer, and then we can have lots of lovely chili jam at Christmas time, which will be absolutely fantastic. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. Speak to you soon. Bye.